Um, this isn't going to be the typical, video from us. This is a video on a serious subject. One that I've, seen a lot lately. It's affected members of my family, and I haven't said anything for a while, but now I think it's time that I do say something. I'm talking about bullying. When I was in school, I was picked on. I don't remember a time going to school when I wasn't picked on. I was always the big kid, and people, picked on me for it. I came home from school several nights crying because, I was being picked on so bad. I didn't want to go back to school. It got so bad that I did quit school. I went back and got my GED, but I did quit due to bullying. It's happened to a friend of mine's child, and it's happened to a couple members of my family. When you have someone that you love come to you and tell you that they're being bullied in school, and there's nothing that you can do, you can't fight their battles for them, you can't go to school with them, and you send them to school thinking they're going to be safe, thinking that if anything happens, they've got teachers there, they're going to, help them out however they can, but that's not always the case. I've had people to actually be so terrified to go to school that they, do whatever they can so they don't have to go to school. And school is supposed to be a safe place. It's supposed to be a place where we send our kids to learn, but that's not the case anymore. Teachers really don't deal with the bullying as much as they think they do. They've always been, big on saying this school is anti-bullying, la-da-da-da-da. It's not. And it's not right. A child should not be so terrified to go to school. They should be, I know not a lot of kids like school, but they shouldn't be terrified to go to school. It starts at home. Words hurt. They really do. No matter what anyone says, words hurt. And it's not right. A child should not be so terrified to go to school. They should be, I know not a lot of kids like school, but they shouldn't be terrified to go to school. It starts at home. It really does. You have to teach your children that making fun of somebody else is not cool, and it's not funny. Words hurt. They really do. No matter what anyone says, words hurt. If nobody teaches their kids that bullying's not right, how are they ever going to learn? How are they going to know the difference between right and wrong? And I wonder how these same parents would feel if it was their child that was coming home crying every night, and begging them not to have to go to school the next day. I wonder how they would feel. They probably wouldn't feel that good. It's not a good feeling to see someone that young that you love upset, because people are being mean to them because they're different. We're all different. God made us all different. If we were all the same, it'd become boring. There'd be no, what makes you different makes you special. And just because someone is different than you does not mean there's anything wrong with them. It just means they're different. And they deserve the same treatment anybody else does. They deserve to be treated like humans because that's what they are. They're humans. You didn't really hear about kids committing suicide because of bullying when I was in school. I mean, it got bad, you know, and people would skip school, they would quit school, but you didn't really hear about kids committing suicide. You hear it all the time now. You know, kids were being bullied, you know, either at school or cyberbullying or whatever. You know, no matter how you're being bullied, it's not right. It's not right to make someone feel so bad about themselves that they decide to take their own life. It's not right. You know, I worry about all of them now, all of my nieces and nephews going to school, because it doesn't matter how tough they seem on the outside. You know, you never know how they're going to react to that kind of thing, you know. And I would hate for them to feel like that's their only choice, because it's not. It's never a choice. And no one should ever be treated so bad that they feel that that is their only option. This video is not trying to, you know, offend anybody. I'm not calling anybody out. You know, I'm just saying that this is a topic that needs to be brought to the table. It needs to, you know, there needs to be more things done about this before we start losing more children. You know, the children are our future. And without them, there is no future. You know, because we're not going to be around forever. You know, it's our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren that are going to go on, you know, long after we're gone. You know, and I don't know if, you know, any of our subscribers have ever had to deal with anything like this before. I hope you haven't. You know, and I'm hoping one day, you know, there's an end to this and we can see some light at the end of the tunnel, you know, where we can send our kids to school and not have to worry about, you know, anything. You know, it's not just the drugs and the violence you have to worry about, you know, it's bullying too. Bullying is a serious issue and people just aren't paying enough attention to it. And yes, someone I know and someone I love very much is being bullied at school. And it got to the point where they were being bullied so bad that they did not want to go to school. They did anything and everything they could to ensure that they wouldn't have to go to school. And it really upsets me, you know, knowing that it got to that point. You know, and they've taken all the proper, you know, steps to get it, you know, resolved. They've called the school, you know, and they're asking what the parents are going to do, you know, and that's what it really boils down to. What are the parents going to do? You know, what are you going to do about your kids? You know, I really just want all these parents to sit down with their children and talk to them, you know, and make them understand that it's not right. You know, if you don't like somebody, that's fine. You don't have to like everyone. You don't have to be friends with everyone. You don't have to talk to everyone. But just leave them alone. There's no need to call them out. There's no need to make fun of them. There's no need to, you know, single them out. Just let them be. You know, you go your way, let them go theirs. That's the end of it. You know, and people that are bullying, you know, they do it to make, you know, themselves look cool, or because, you know, they don't feel good about themselves. So they want to bring everybody else down. You know, so maybe these parents need to spend more time with these children. You know, let them know that they love them. You know, let them know that they're special. You know, and they don't have to take these, you know, they don't have to do things this way to get attention. You know, that they're going to love them no matter what. You know, maybe that's what they're needing. You know, but it's not cool. 100% not cool. You know, and I wish these people would look, you know, take a look and think about, you know, if this was their friend that was getting bullied and it got to the point where their friend didn't want to be around anymore, you know, how would they feel? You know, how would they look at another bully? You know, they couldn't get mad at them because they're doing the same thing to someone else. You know, it doesn't matter. It's not right. And it needs to stop before it gets out of control. Before we lose any more children. If you're still watching this video, I really do appreciate, you know, you listening to me rant and rave. But yeah, you know, maybe one day this won't be a topic we have to discuss anymore. Maybe one day, you know, we can all just live peacefully together. I know that'll probably never happen, but I can wish. But thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. We'd love to have you. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.